everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. You've reached ChrisLuvsLux, and today, different video. I decided I was going to pull out my top 10 foundations and rank them. So this was not easy. It took me a minute, but I have 10 foundations in order that I want to show you so that you know what my top 10 picks out of my 45, 50 or so foundations. I think I have something like that in my collection. If you're new here, hi, welcome. I hope you enjoy this video and look back at some of my old videos and decide to click that subscriber button and become a part of the ChrisLuvsLux family. For those of you that keep coming back but don't subscribe, what's the problem? Click the button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Make sure that it is gray and that you have selected all, so that every time I upload, which is on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you are notified. With all of that being said, let's get into it, because I am excited about this video because y'all, it was hard. And I'm sitting here like, I don't know. And I'm ready. I want to switch some things around again, but I'm not going to. We're going to roll with it, okay? We're going to roll with it. As far as what's on my face today, my eye palette and the foundation I have on today is actually not even in this lineup. It would be if it was winter, but it's not right now. So anyway, I digress. We're not talking about that one right now. We're going to talk about these 10, all right? So if you're interested, all right, let's keep it moving. We're going to start at number 10. Okay, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of these I might not pull for all the time on camera, but when we talk about my best foundations and the ones that I would have to have in my collection, if I was to wipe all my foundations out and start again, these 10 are it. I wouldn't miss the others as much as I would miss these 10. Okay, all right, enough with the disclaimers. Let's get into it. Okay, number 10. Okay, in ChrisLuvsLux top 10 foundations is Chantecaille's Future Skin Foundation, and this is a very, very good match for me, right? It is great coverage. It makes my skin look perfected. I really, really enjoy the foundation. I'm not a fan of the packaging. I don't like most packaging that comes scooped out like this because it's not as hygienic, right, as pumps are. But be that as it may, that's what spatulas are for. But this Chantecaille Future Skin Foundation is worth every dollar. Currently, right now, Chantecaille, Sylvie, the CEO, the founder, her birthday is coming up, as of last year, I believe it was our first year of having the Sylvie birthday sale. So I don't have a code, but Vicky J does, and I'm going to leave Vicky J's code down in the description box. I believe is Vicky30, VIKEE 30. I will leave it in the description box, right, so that you can go to Chantecaille, save 30% off of most of your order, because their philanthropy section is not in the 30% off, but still that foundation is, and it is worth the coin, okay, even before the 30%. I am thinking about getting this in a darker shade because I am going away. I keep saying that, y'all already know, and when I get back, it's going to take a while for my tan to fade, right? So I'm thinking about it, but I'm not sure, because honestly, I'm just not sure. So, but this is Chantecaille's Future Skin Foundation. Number 9. And I don't know if you guys have, I've used this on camera a few times, but using it off camera more, and that is the YSL All Hours Foundation. This is up to the 24 wear foundation. Oh, let me stop. Let me go back. My shade in the Chantecaille is Suntan. I'm thinking about getting Carrot, which is the next shade and the last shade down, but this one is Suntan. This shade for the YSL is B70 Mocha. So that would be my normal shade, not my summer shade. This has an SPF of a 20. This is a matte full coverage foundation, but it is not weighty. It does not hold my skin down. It does not make it look cakey, feel cakey. It is oil free. So for us oily girls out in these streets, it's not oil producing at all. I really enjoy this foundation. This is my number 9. I have to have this in my collection. I've tried the Eclat one. I decluttered it, right? This is the only one I need all year round. Okay. All right. Now let's move on. Now this one here is new to my collection. There is no perfect shade in this foundation for this brand in any of their foundations. I get this shade in everything, and then I either have, depending on the time of year, I'm going to have to tone it down or tone it up, right? Or bronze it up. So, and this is the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have the shade 10. This is a good match for me right now because I am slightly still tan from my last vacation. So I used this in another video that you guys will see. I think it was my collective haul video, which you may or may not see. I don't know when I'm dropping it, but either way, this foundation, I still have to bronze a little bit, but not as much as my other shades. Number 10 is still slightly dark for me. Okay. But the finish of this foundation, it's not really oil producing. I get a good 8 hours of wear out of it before I might need to really touch up. I mean, I might block, but I mean, like if I need to touch up with powder, I get to the 8-hour mark before I need that. But the finish is just out of control, right? Out of control. I set this with my Pat McGrath powder, not the under eye powder, I mean the loose powder, and it was like perfection. Okay, so this is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, number 8. Yes, that was number 8. Now, number 7. It just gets more difficult as we go up. Number 7, I have already talked about it in this video sometime last year. I love this this foundation. I do need more shades, but I have so many foundations, y'all. But this is the Dew Drop by Sirju. I don't know if you can see where it says Sirju on the packaging. I do like the packaging. I don't love the packaging. It screws off. This is a cute tube and everything, but in order to dispense the product, you have to press it down, right? So you press it down to get 1 drop, press it down to get 2. The only problem is that when you start to press it down, after like the second one, it starts getting lighter with when you dispense it, and it can be a bit troubling for me. But if you keep it like this in your drawer, then at least the product is always down in the tube. I have shade 12. I recommend that you do a online consultation, video consultation with them to get your shade match and everything, because it can be difficult to pick your shade online without assistance. But this has a great finish. Light to medium coverage, is really not full for me in my opinion, but it does not accentuate any pores, any texture. If you happen to have any, it can give you a nice coverage over your hyperpigmentation. Again, this is not a full coverage foundation in my opinion. Even though it says Dew Drop, it's not overly radiant, overly dewy for us oily girls that already have our self-producing dew. I love this foundation. So this one is coming in at 7. I have to keep working backwards, y'all. This is number 7. Now next, I did do a video on, this is brand new, y'all, and I have not used it that much since the video, but I know it's in my top one. I'm just waiting for it to get cooler. And this is the Suku The Cream foundation. I slept on this. Y'all kept telling me. Vicky J kept saying it. Alicia from Kinky Sweat kept saying it. You need it in your life. You need it in your life. And y'all, you need it in your life. And it comes with the little cap, much like the Chantecaille comes with the cap. And when you pull it off, this is the shade that I have, which is shade 150. It is a good match for me. 140 would have been a little too light, so I got 150. And I'm quite happy with the 150. And this is like magic in a bottle, y'all. Because honestly, if you a shade lighter or darker than me, you're probably still going to be able to use the 150, because it's almost like it blends in to whatever your shade is, right? So I have to be honest with you. 150, if you like a shade or lighter or darker, you're still going to be able to work this out. This one is beautiful. I mean, Glamour magazine beautiful. Okay, so I highly recommend all of these, especially if you're an oily girl, because I speak from experience from the dry side. I don't know what it's like to have dry skin. I have patches that can be dry at times, and that's from me over exfoliating at times. But by the middle of the day, my oils are self-produced, and they're out in the streets, all up in this face. This right here did not give me any issue. So highly recommend. Okay, and that is my number 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I just had to make sure, y'all, because working backwards, I'm going crazy. All right, so let's talk. This was number 10, Future Skin by Chantecaille. The All Hours by YSL was number 9. Armani Luminous Silk was number 8. The Sirju Dew Drop Foundation was number 7. The Suku was number 6. Now, number 5 is Dior's Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have this in 2 shades. This one right here is 4.5. I have 5.N. I will be packing that for vacation. You'll see that in my packing video. But this one right here, I love this foundation. This foundation is water resistant, not waterproof. I don't like waterproof. It's water resistant. So this is perfect for beach, right? It's perfect for the gym. It's perfect for, you know, if you're wearing foundation to the gym. It's perfect for those summer nights, summer days when you know you're outside and you're going to be sweating and you want to maintain a flawless complexion. This is going to be it. She did not come to play, and it's a nice bottle. It's plastic. It's squeezy bottle, but it's not. It's kind of hard to squeeze. I like the cap, right? Very different from the other Dior's, but this one right here, lovely. I love this. And again, I have 4.5N. That is my normal everyday color when I'm not tanned. I have 5.N for tan, and I might even have to jump to 6 depending on how much I am outside. I'm not walking outside or anything like that because I don't want too much sun exposure, so I'll probably stay at the 5N. But if I needed 6N, I would buy it. Like this is one of those foundations I'll have 3 shades of if I had to. Okay, just so you know. So that is number 5. Now let's roll into number 4. Number 4, y'all know she was going to be up here. You should not be surprised that I have Mother Pat up in the foundation list. This one right here is Pat McGrath's Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Foundation. Light to medium coverage. I'm not going to say you get full coverage from this because it goes on light, right? I have the shade MD22 and MD25. This one is MD for medium deep 22. This is my regular shade. MD25 is my summer shade. When I am transitioning between one to the other, I can mix the two, and then I can wear it all year depending on what I'm doing. So this one probably is one of my most used foundations because of the fact that I was doing a lot of Pat McGrath videos, because I was doing one every Monday, McGrath Mondays. And if you're new to the channel, go check the playlist. There's 2, one for season 1, one for season 2. I will start season 3 in the late fall. But anyway, this one right here, I love the bottle. I love everything about this, right? And I love the foundation. A lot of people can take or leave the foundation. Some people that need, because they have a lot of hyperpigmentation, they need that coverage and they don't want to color correct a lot beforehand. This may not be for you. I think that whether you are dry skin or oily, you can work with this. It's just going to depend on how much you powder. But I do love this. I love this foundation. That is why it is number 4. Now you're going to figure, well, Christine, Pat's number 4. Well, what's your top 3? And I think you might get a little shocked about what's number 3 versus number 2. Number 1 may not shock you. So if you think you already know what number 3 is, go ahead and put it in the comments. You can pause the video and put it in the comments. I'll wait. Okay, so let's talk about number 3. Now, number 3 is one of my most, I don't think it is the most, or is it? Is it the most expensive? It might be the most expensive foundation in my collection. And I paid full price, okay, for it at the time. And that is the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate foundation. This shade is in the shade 9.5 Warm Almond. This is so not my shade, as you can probably tell. I am not this shade anymore. My daughter has 10.5, so I think I'll probably end up taking hers. She got hers from the CCO, or I got it for her, obviously, but she has hers from the CCO. This baby, first of all, I give them the top when it comes to packaging, okay? But when it comes to the contents of it, they are at number 3. This is at number 3. This retailed for $150. At the CCO, you can get 60 off. So at your local CCO, they do not have 9.5 Warm Almond at mine, but you can call any CCO in the country and they will ship it to you. So by all means, go ahead, try it out. I do recommend it. It has an SPF of a 50, right? Which is a great SPF, but I do not rely on SPF in my foundations. I still have to use an SPF on my face, but I do love the way this finish is. This finish and just the whole using between the packaging, the finish, how I feel. This is an experience, okay? So especially now that you can get it at 60% off at the CCO, do not walk, run and get this foundation. I love it. Now, Christine, oh my God, Chris, if that's number 3, what the hell is your number 2? If you guys have been watching me for a very long time, you already know what my number 2 is, because I talk about it all the time and you see me use it at least 15 videos, at least 15 videos, okay? Because I talk about it constantly. I use it all the time. It is my go-to everyday foundation at that. Can you guess what it is? I'm gonna show you. It's this one right here. It's the Este Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue Foundation. It has an SPF of 45 in it. I love this foundation, and let me tell you, I have 2 backups of it. And I said this in a video a long time ago in one of my hauls. One of the Lord & Taylors in my area were closing. I bought the last 2 for like $22. I have them in my backup drawer. I love this foundation. And now that I have to go back in the office, this will probably be worn more and more and more, right? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't always gonna rock this to the office. I just don't, because sometimes I just want to pick it up. I want to go, and not that any of these are complicated in application. I just pull for this. I pull for this. It's travel friendly because it's not heavy like this and everything else. But this baby right here, this is in the color 5N2 Amber Honey. This is my true match when I am not tanned. When I am tanned, my shade, because I have to look at my double wear, my shade is 5C1, right? So I don't change numbers. I'm still in the 5 range, but I go from neutral to cool since I tan to the more red side. So, but this right here, I love this foundation. I love this foundation. I'm not getting another shade because when I mix this with the, when I actually rather bronze it, it's fine. So I don't need it. But that is my number 2. This is a ride or die, y'all. And don't get scared because it's a Hydra Rescue and you oily skin. You might be like, oh, I'm not going to do something that is a Hydra product, because Hydra always scares us oily girls. It does not make me real oily. And yet, even though it has a lot of SPF in it, it doesn't matter. It does not make me oily. I can rock with this all year round. Okay? Highly suggest. This is my number 2. Now, y'all already know what my number 1 is. And if you don't, you ain't been paying attention to my videos. You haven't been paying attention to other people's video, other people's lives when I'm in their comments talking about this product. Because this product, I told everybody, this is bae. This is your boo. This is the one. This is never going to ever leave the arsenal. I'm thinking about getting another shade just because I love the way it applies, and I love the finish so much. I don't want to mix it. I don't want to put bronzer all over this. I would prefer to have a backup of another shade. Can you guess which one I'm talking about? You don't have to guess. I'm going to show you. It's the La Mer Soft Fluid Foundation. This right here, they need to come out with all kinds of shades because everybody needs to experience this. Yes, it is pricey. It is $100, and I believe now it's $125 instead of $120. But still, it's worth it. This is one of those products that can go all the way up to $175, and I would still buy it. Okay? Why? Because it's just that damn good. Whenever I am going out and I'm hitting like the luxury street, like when I say I'm going out for a 5-star, 6-star restaurant and I might be doing something else afterwards or something, this is what I'm pulling for. This is what I'm pulling for, right? Because everything about it, it's like silk on my skin, okay? I like the coverage, the scent. You have to get used to because it is highly scented, right? You have to be okay with it. My shade is 450 Sepia. I love this foundation. I do not have a backup for it for the mere fact that I don't have a backup for some, you know, most of my foundations, with the exception of like 2 or 3 of them I have backups of, and that's just because of sales. If I was to get this on a serious sale, something more than just 20%, like if I could catch it at Harrods for $70 or something, I would get a backup, right? I missed it the last time they had it. It was $70 for my shade and I didn't get it, and I should have, because I put a dent in it. You can't really tell, but it's something like right here, and I don't even wear it all the time. But this right here, I love this foundation. This is my favorite La Mer product. My favorite La Mer product. And I have the powder. I think I have a couple of other things, but this right here, hands down, it's my favorite number 1 foundation ever. It will always be bae. It will always be my baby. Always. So that's it, everybody. This is my top 10 foundations. I didn't swatch anything because this is already a long video and I just wanted to concentrate on them. What I will do is, if there are any of these that you want me to dedicate another review on, I've already have a review on this one, but and a review on the Suku and the Chantecaille, but I don't think I've ever reviewed this foundation. If you want it, leave it in the comments and I'll be more than happy to do it. Let me know what your top foundations are. Is there a foundation that you don't see on here that you assumed I would have in my top 10? Let me know down in the comments. With all that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video, because you know your girl's trying to grow her platform, okay? Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Head over to IG and follow me at ChrisLuvsLux. With all that being said, I want everybody to stay safe, stay healthy, stay tuned. I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.